Okay, family, so part 2 with this Eight of Wands clarifying the Page of Swords. Do you know that in Ephesians, it also talks about the full armor of God, right? And it speaks about the sword of faith. It speaks about the sword of faith. Now, in tarot, we know swords to be depictive of thoughts, the mind, and mind over matter. You know, the first hermetic principle is mentalism, okay? So it looks like the more you go into a surrender of the way things are, just simply allowing things to be what they truly are, the more you go into that type of surrender, of allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to hear the ugly truths, the ugliest truths bring the most freedom, I'm telling you. When you allow your soul to speak the truth that you deny yourself the right to hear, okay? When you allow, I want to open this window here because this sage is getting serious. Something serious, darling. Okay. But when you allow yourself to hear what it is that your heart is saying, the truth, okay? Instead of looking outside, instead of looking externally for something to validate you, be it work, relationships, anything, social media, anything. The less you look externally and the more you listen within, the faster you're going to receive these universal messages. Some would say that would be the Akashic record. Like the more you allow your heart to speak, the more truths will be given to you. And these truths, let's clarify the Eight of Wands, Divine Mother and Father. What is coming in so fast? What's coming in so fast? What is it that's coming in so fast, Divine Mother and Father? Thank you. Thank you for clarity. Thank you. Love. New love. Like I was saying, it's these relationships, and with Libra testing so many relationships, it comes down to really how you see yourself, how you are allowing yourself to be loved in the mirror, and how you're allowing yourself to comfort yourself and not be hard on yourself or rough on yourself. Just hear the truth. Accept what it is. Like, what is it? That's what it is. Like, that's the message. What is it? What is it that you deny yourself the right to hear? That you deny yourself the right to know? Why are you blocking? Why are you afraid? What is it that you fear? The Eight of Pentacles came out as well. And the Eight of Pentacles is really about diligently mastering your craft, working to master your craft. It could be through studying. It could be through repetition. Repetition is something that I have had to make peace with. It wasn't something that I like to do. But the Eight of Pentacles, this is so many cards. Make it plain, Divine Mother and Father. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. That's quite a bit of cards as well. What do you want to say about this Eight of Pentacles? What do you want to say about this Eight of Pentacles? What message do you have for the collective? For the collective energies. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here, Divine Mother and Father? Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you for allowing me to access the Akashic Record. You know, the funny thing about the Akashic Record is that it really gives us food for thought about what time is, okay? And I always say that time is the essence of our lives. It's the essence of our lives, because when you think about time and when you think about how Einstein thought about the simple things like light and how it moves and how fast it moves, and if we could move faster, what we could see. You know, it really lets you know that timelines are happening all the time. As I say that, the Magician comes out. So the Eight of Pentacles, it's about perfecting your craft. And it's about working on whatever it is that you know is going to bring you fortune. And not just fortune in the pentacle sort of fashion, not just fortune in the earthly sense, but fortune as even as your life prospers, your soul prospers type thing. Like allowing yourself to feel that full spectrum of emotions. And I feel that way because the Magician manipulates all of the suits, okay? You see the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles. The Magician manifests, brings things into fruition. The Magician is a master at manifesting. And it's not just through thoughts. You know, the Magician is very manipulative of the elements. So I like that it came out with the Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, because magicians, they don't just sit back and will things, you know, and sitting back and willing things to you, that is a beautiful way to let you know that we are a part of a greater thing, clearly, okay? But, and a lot of times things do come to us in this magical sort of way. But if there's something that you feel is not coming to fruition the way that you feel that it should, then now is the time for you to really, really tap in to the source energy. Source energy. And when I say source energy, I'm talking about this, okay? We are sources of energy, no doubt, right? And there is no greater, or there is no more precious form of energy than human life. So I say that to say that we're more like, even though we are such precious forms of energy, it's more like a cell phone or a laptop. You might have great battery life, but it's nothing like when you're continuously tapped in or continuously plugged into a source of electricity. Okay, you know that you're going to need to be recharged at some point. And it's good to be mobile. It's good to be mobile. It's good to move around. But you've got to know where your power comes from, okay? You've got to know that you've got to tap into source energy. That source energy is where all the knowledge is. It's where all the power is. It's where we find these universal truths. Like, there's no way I could read to you on my knowledge alone. I mean, I've been in the house all day. So these messages are coming from a place that's greater than me. It's greater than you. And even though I'm giving you these messages, it's still only in part. If you're on the live the other day on Instagram when we read from 1 Corinthians 13, which is my absolute favorite description of what love truly is, it speaks about that, how for now we only know in part. And for all of my people out there who are on a twin flame journey, it speaks about how it's like life is like we're seeing dimly through a mirror, but later we will see face to face. You know, twin flames, being on a twin flame journey, it is not the way I once thought it was. A twin flame journey is when the individual soul understands that it can recognize itself through relating with others. And where we get this concept of a twin flame, of where, you know, souls split, could very well be true. But I feel, you know, there are some people that you feel super connected with, but the problem with the twin flame journey is that it imposes on another person's free will. Okay? My ancestors told me never, never, never to pray in a sense of where I'm infringing on another person's free will, and I won't do it now. I definitely won't do it. I understand good magic and evil magic. So let's just pull. And if you guys want to talk more about twin flames, if you would like to hear more about my twin flame journey, just let me know. Just let me know. It's been cool. It's been really interesting. So I'm going to end with, okay, so the last card's out. Oh, wow. I've been seeing these cards come out a lot together in quite a few different readers. And it's funny that they're coming out when I started to discuss the twin flame, because I have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. And I just want you to see this Two of Swords card and how it looks. There is a need to see. And the Two of Pentacles, I want you to see it as well. Okay? It's a joyous card versus the Two of Swords, where it really looks like blinding, and it's associated with a stalemate. But the Two of Swords, I want you to know that it focuses more on the need to see things from your spiritual eye. And coming out with the Two of Pentacles, I feel that it's really telling you that you have the right to see things as beautiful or as dim as your heart allows. Okay? You have the right. You have the right to feel and to see things as beautifully. Oh, look at that when I split the deck. Look what came out. Surrender. Goodness gracious, I can release my need to control. Ooh. And that was the message that I had been meditating on all day. Surrender. Surrender. So that you can manifest the things of your heart. Like, surrender. Release the desire or the need for things to be the way you think that they should be. Because allow things, find peace in the way that things are. Whether you think that things are unfair or fair, whether you think that things are ugly or beautiful, whether you feel that a certain person should be in your life or not. It's up to you. Surrender to the fact that you're here and that life is what it is. Okay, so the last cards. Oh, y'all, I've got to go. I've got to go. Wow. Okay, let me hurry up. Judgment comes out. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Stop trying to manifest a specific person. And then these two cards fell out together. Love and surrender. All right, family? If you want love, which now's the time with Libra, the Libra full moon coming up again, then surrender to yourself. Surrender to the Most High. Surrender to the way things are, whether you like it or not. Be grateful, be thankful, and allow energies to move without being in resistance, okay? So until next time, family, continue to vibrate love and vibrate well. Peace.